Okay, I think I was moving. Okay, longer stories. That was where I was at. So if you want longer stories, you probably know some of this. I know we've talked about it before. I think Cut Story, or you can get an app that makes your Instagram stories longer. The only thing I suggest, and this is like, I don't know, more personal, I think I've heard it from someone else, is not to make your stories too long. Like if you talking for like 10 like little posts on your Instagram, because people, like, I know I can't even listen to all of it sometimes because people aren't going to be engaging. So I know one time I did 4 and I noticed my first one had 200 views. My second one had 100. My third one had 80. And like, it just kept going down because no one was following it after. So just try to make it in that one little slip if you have to. But if you're trying to make a fun interactive video, you can always use Cut Story. So the new thing Instagram just launched was Instagram TV. Has anyone seen that? Ooh, no? Okay, you have, Kate? Yes. So Instagram TV,
It's a game changer.
I am like, so, okay, I haven't done one yet, but I'm so excited.
So cool. I watch a ton of like makeup ones all the time.
I love it. So to do Instagram TV, so at first I thought it was just for people who had like 50,000 views, but or 50,000 followers, but no, I'm pretty sure it's for anyone. So you have to go and download the Instagram TV app, and that is the way you'll like post your videos. So it looks like this. Ooh, I don't know if you can see that. It's like a little orange dot with a TV. I don't know if you can kind of see that. It's called IGTV. And so download that app. That's how you'll post your videos and stuff on there. But people can see those videos on your Instagram. So then you'll have an Instagram little TV. So you know where your highlight stories are at? You'll have a little bubble for your Instagram TV, and people can click on that. And they're longer stories, like up to an hour you can do. So I've seen a lot of like 10-minute stories, and I think I'm going to start doing like a motivational story on there every week. And it's just, I have thought of it as YouTube for Instagram. So it's just an easier way because you can make those longer videos to make more thoughtful content to connect with your viewers. So when I was talking about what are your viewers getting back to you, one of my things is I'm going to do once a week, like I said, this maybe a little inspirational video that's maybe about 10 minutes long that I'm going to post on my Instagram TV once a week. So that's one thing I'm giving back to my viewers, and that's one thing that you can like post more thoughtful content at. So I'm super excited about it. I don't know very much about it because it just launched I think a couple days ago or maybe a week ago. So it is really cool. I think Melanie Mitro has been using it a lot, and then I think Jatana used it a little bit, but I've seen a lot of posts from Melanie Mitro if you follow her. So it's great. She does a lot of like little trainings on there already. So your physical posts. So when you're doing your physical posts, you need to share your story in the captions, which is, I know we all probably heard of that before. And I was talking to a couple other people who are on Instagram, like media people. And I have even you need to run like little tests on your Instagram sometimes so you can kind of see what's engaging and what's not engaging on your followers. So on one of my pictures, which one was it? I made this super long post. Well, okay, that one's not so long, but I've made super long posts before. I'd get like 80 to 90 likes, which I've never gotten that before until I've started putting more thought in my content. And then on a post that I would put like, oh, felt great in this workout outfit today, 30. So people love like maybe not always those super, super long ones, but really thoughtful captions that make them feel a pain point. I know in one of these trainings, I can't remember who it was, they talked about pain points. So I wrote down all the pain points that I have in my life, and I want to start putting those more into my captions so that people can relate to those pain points. Because if they can relate and feel like they're getting something from you, they'll follow you. And
Are you saying pain, P-A-I-N?
Pain. So I'd be like, yeah, pain. And then, where was my train of thought? Oh, so I'm hitting on these pain points. And then, oh my goodness, my train of thought went away. Oh, the pain points and then the lifestyle. So people don't want to buy products. They don't want to feel like they're purchasing anything. They don't want to be pushed anything. They want to purchase the lifestyle that they get when they get this product from you, or when they become a challenger with you, like the lifestyle. So what I went out and did, and I know we all can't do this all the time, but I'm a photographer, and I had a camera, and I had a friend who was taking a photography class. So I went out and we just had like a 30 to 45 minute photo shoot. So I could post more content that was a little bit prettier. So my favorite of my Instagram is on this page, because I am posting prettier content, and I even posted, like, took pictures of like still lifes. Like, that's my sports bra on my phone and my computer. And I would just post different things, and then I would talk about like my life is changing, and I just prettier pictures, and kind of come up with like a theme and use the same filter. I kind of got all of the ideas from Valerie as well when we spoke on our talk one time. And if you guys have ever, a couple of the apps that I know that I learned from Jatana Jackson, and I think Valerie, was the Hype Type. So if you have it for Instagram, not for Android, it's not the same as if you have it for iPhone. So it's better for iPhone than if you don't have it for Android. So I actually use it on my iPad because the one on Android doesn't really work. But a really cool thing is you can add music. And so I took this still life of this phone, and then I added the song that was on the phone playing so that people could like kind of hear it. I thought it was kind of cool and interactive. Maybe not so, but so that Hype Type can move those like sounds and moving pictures on there as well. So when you're posting those physical posts, make sure you're sharing your story in the captions. Make sure you have like prettiest pictures. Like, it doesn't have to be the prettiest pictures, but make sure you're sharing your life. But it's just not like right now my room is disgusting. I wouldn't want to take a picture of what I'm eating and my whole disgusting room in the background and like post it, unless I'm going to talk about my life is sometimes a mess and this is what my life looks like. If that makes sense, because people want the lifestyle that you're promoting. And then I use, when I'm doing my physical posts, I learned this from Rachel Hollis. There's an app called Planoly, and it's amazing. So sometimes I'll take all these pictures and I don't know what they're going to look like with the feed, and it will pull up all your feed that you have, and then here's one that I don't have, and I'll be like, okay, that one kind of goes with the theme, but I don't know if I want it because it's right there as well. So yeah, well, that was a double post because it didn't go away. But you can add all these pictures into your post, and then you can move them around. Let me see if I can just put some in there and show you real quick. Photos. Okay, so I just grabbed a couple photos, random. So they're right here, and they have that little U. Man, this is terrible, like showing you on the, I'll just tell it. It has like a little U because it means unscheduled, and you can actually drag them and then move them around to see where they would look better in your feed. And all of these pictures down here are already the ones I have on Instagram. So it can kind of show you, okay, this is what you already have posted. This is how many likes and hearts you've gotten. This is the content, the comment, the caption, that's what I'm trying to say, that you posted it with. And then how you can just kind of like mix around the layout to see what it would look like with the new pictures you're wanting to add. You can also schedule out posts with this one. And I think there's like a little like they have little statistics on there. So it has like little statistics of like different like likes you've received and followers and following, and then your comments you've received in the past week. It's kind of cool. But my favorite thing is you can schedule out posts, so you can like be like, post in peak times is like what I was wanting to talk about with scheduling. So I've kind of Googled it, and it can be different each day, but posting in peak times usually around Instagram are around 8 or 9 in the morning, 12 and 1 in the afternoon, and then like 4 or 3 to 5 in the evening. And posting that peak times is when most people are on their Instagram. So I'll go I will put it all in my Planoly. I'll schedule out my posts for a week, and I'll have my captions and my hashtags already in there. And I'll just say post Tuesday at 3 o'clock, post Tuesday at 5 o'clock. And so it'll actually go ahead and post it for you. So I think that posting thing costs a little bit to get that feature. I can't remember how much it was. And I haven't messed around too much with the scheduling. I use it more for the layout and the statistics, but I am actually looking into, once I get enough photos, doing that scheduling out, because thinking about having to post every day and what to post can be like a task within itself. And it's very overwhelming and stressful to me at times, because it's like I want everything to be perfect, but I'm so busy, I don't have time to like sit about and look at 400 photos I have and which one's going to work with which one. So when you do that, that is just a really good app, and I just think it's great, especially for scheduling. So after you've done all that physical posts and everything, the one thing I just have to really say is be consistent. So there was like a couple weeks ago that I was just having a really low point, and I just felt like I wasn't doing anything, I wasn't doing enough, and I wasn't good enough. And so I just stopped posting completely. That means I had no physical posts and no story posts. So my little statistic on my business thing said I went from 300 people looking at my posts a week to 100. I also dropped in 20 followers from stopping posting for 4 to 5 days. Like, that's not even a week. That was just like 4 to 5 days. And it was hard for me to come back because I felt like I lost the trust of my followers, you know? Like, just be like, I'm not very consistent. Like, I can just leave you at any point. And I feel like I also had to like kind of reteach myself and regain that trust from my followers on how to get those interactions back up again. And I'm still a loss at it, because I was consistently getting like 50 to 60 likes on a picture like that. I was getting 300 people looking at my page. And now sometimes it's hard for me to get likes, and I don't have very many people seeing my posts. So yeah, just don't want to lose the trust in your followers. You want to be as consistent as possible. And then the last thing I wanted to post about extra learning that has helped me is Jatana Jackson's Instagram training. I know that it's on the team. I think it's a team in our coach training in Facebook, Coach Empire Training, I think is what it's called. So on her, I've watched her Instagram training 3 times, because I would go back, pause, write something down, look at it, study it. And then Rachel Hollis has this podcast called Diaz, and she has an Instagram training on there. And this morning I just looked and I saw she has a podcast on there. She's interviewing this fitness instructor who built her own business off of Instagram. And I didn't get to finish it all. A lot of it's talking about this instructor and like how she did what she did, because she just built this whole brand new business thing. But I thought it was still interesting, because they mentioned, they were like, Facebook owns Instagram, and Facebook has been like, I know a lot of people who do businesses have been like throttling like their businesses on Facebook. And so they said Facebook owns Instagram, so you can't like rely on Instagram so much all the time. You need to make sure that you're getting other ways of contact as well. So I still think Instagram is great to make new contact, but once you make that content and people are interested, like make sure you get like emails or something like that. That's what she was kind of talking about, which is a whole nother thing, but something that quickly just came over my mind as I was listening to that podcast. So a lot of great information there. And that is just honestly everything that I've learned in kind of a quick little way. Before I go, I just thought about this. I never showed, and maybe you guys know how. Do you guys want to know how to get those cover pictures on your highlight stories?
I just did it last night, actually.
Oh, did you do it?
Yeah, I just did it on Pinterest.
Oh, yeah. That's what I did.
I Googled Pinterest, and then I screenshotted them, and then I put them on my story, and then I highlighted them.
Yep, that's exactly what I did.
So,
I was like, how do people, for the longest time, I was like, their pages look so awesome. How do they do that? Honestly, I Pinterest highlight cover pictures for Instagram. And there's so many of them. And you just screenshot it, like she said, put it in. You have to post it on your actual physical story for a day. So people are going to see that for a day and just be like, well, sorry. And then you just highlight it, and then you edit and use it as your cover. And you just say, make this my cover of this highlight story. And so then you can have something that looks a little bit more consistent. That's what I like, because then it's not, then it doesn't feel so like disorganized, if that makes sense. And in your bio, I learned this from the Jumper Media guy who does the Instagram following. I had like all these things that about me, and he said that was too cluttered, and people don't know why they're following your page. They don't know what to get from your page. So he said use one tagline. And so what I just did is I just put just a girl trying to find herself again, but I put fitness, health, and nutrition. And then I put I'm a Mormon, because that's also a part of me and something I'm going to be talking about on my page. And so just to kind of clean it up and make it a little bit more cohesive and nicer when people look at it. So, oh, and you can also promote your page or promote posts. So I have done this, and I've seen this a lot when people get more followers. They promote their posts, and that's how I first found out about the business, was from an Instagram promoted post. And they put, so I did one about a challenge group, and I'd be like, looking for 5 to 10 challengers, and this is what they'll all get. And then I promoted it for a week. And I didn't get very many mention or interaction from that. I think if I try it again, maybe try up the wording a little bit, try it a little differently with a different picture, I could have better interaction. And so I'm actually thinking about doing one of those again here in the next week or so. For coaches. And when I do see those other ones that come along where people have promoted like the coaching business opportunity, I screenshot it so I can kind of see, because I'll be like, okay, this person promoted it. They got 300 likes and 60 comments. Why? And then I would post, where was it? Right here. So it was a really long post, but she just kind of was like, inspiring influencers wanted. That's what it said on my first post when I wanted. And she's like, drop your favorite emoji and I'll DM you. She talks about how she wants 5 ladies to dream bigger with her, earn an income. And then you have a desire to be happy, healthy, fit. If you guys want this whole thing, I don't want to read it all if you don't want me to. I can kind of send you what she'd said. And she had like 50 comments of people just sending her their email. So she could put them in an email group list and then email them about the coaching opportunity. So it's kind of really cool. And so, yeah, that's really all that I have. I hope that helped. If you have like more specific questions, ask away. I can try to help as much as possible. But yeah, I love Instagram and everything. So.
Okay. So why don't you, send us that in our group message, but then also will you send all the apps that you use, whether it's for Android or not, because then we can kind of mess around with those, because a lot of the apps that you were saying, I don't think a lot of us have. And I would love to like do some work on that as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that was awesome. I learned like so much.
I just question, Jordan, what's your Instagram?
Oh, it's just at Jordan Kivett. So my last name is Kivett.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Did you find awesome? Because then I'll go follow you too.
Yeah, it is all about, as many eyes as we can get, right? Mm-hmm. And it's all about trying to get those followers, and I love what Jordan said about lifestyle. You know, we are trying to, portray that lifestyle to what other people might be interested in. And so I love what she has to say about that. And then I definitely need to like up my, so I use like the same kind of video editor for my workouts every single time, and it just seems like it's the exact same, and I need to kind of switch that up a little bit. So if you have any
what do you use? Do you use HypeType?
No, because I can't figure out how to put my video, like I record my video that I'm working out with, like I just put it all on my phone, and then I want to like put it into an editor, whereas HypeType is like I have to record it on HypeType.
No, you don't have to actually. You can. It's just 10 seconds. Like you'll only be able to do it for 10 seconds. I record some of my pre-workout dance videos. You guys see? I don't know if you do. I do it on my iPad. I just swipe up and it gives me all access to all my videos that I've recorded. So then I just do it that way. So I mean, it would only be 10 seconds. If you want a longer video, do you use InShot?
InShot?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Or Quick. Have you used Quick? That was the one I told Kristen about.
Quick layout?
It's Quick. It's so cool because I think it's usually really used for GoPros, and it will actually, you'll just put your videos in. So if I have like 4 videos that are 10 minutes long, it'll go through and highlight it and then put it to a song, and it'll match with the beat kind of, and I'll slow it down, speed it up, and give like transitions to it.
Wow, that's what I want.
And you don't have to do any work. Sometimes I don't like that because I I want to change the highlight of it all, and you can, and I just don't want to mess with it.
Okay, it's called Quick what?
Quick. It's just called Quick. Q-U-I-K. It looks like a little Q with a, that is what it looks like. I know, keep trying to show screens.
Nope, I got it.
Oh, and another thing, I know this isn't about apps, I just popped in my mind. When you're trying to get followers, I go through like Quora, like fitness page, like fitness apparel pages, and I go through who's following them, and then I go through and I follow those people. So I don't know if you guys already do that, just because I'm like, well, you're already following a fitness page.
Yes. I think that's a great idea. Okay, any other questions before we end this call? I think this was fabulous. I am going to